Bud Light presents Real Men of Genius.
Real men of genius.
Today we salute you, Mr. Male Fur Coat Wearer.
Max Verstappen, you are the world champion! The world champion!
Now, naturally, you're all thinking that Max Verstappen's finest ever race was Abu Dhabi 2021. But you're all forgetting Abu Dhabi 2025. Remember the 2024 season where Max Verstappen won all 23 races out of the 23? An absolutely incredible achievement. 23 wins out of 23 races in the 2024 season. And the BBC's Andrew Benson and all those at Sky Sport F1 universally acknowledged the incredible nature of that achievement, because that season, the 2024 season, the Red Bull car was actually the worst car on the grid because they'd had the least aerodynamic testing time, because they got the least wind tunnel time. So Supermax just did it on his own because he's so good at making that car go so fast because he pedals it so much. So on to 2025. This is the greatest Formula One season ever. 2025 came along the Great White Hope, a kid that we knew right from the beginning of time was destined to become world champion. Daddy Stroll had bought an F1 team to make sure that his son's talents were never going to go unrecognised. Daddy Stroll had spent billions. Daddy Stroll made sure that 2025 Aston Martin was the fastest car on the grid to give Lancelot Stroll every chance. He even spent his lunch money as extra money to upgrade it. So, after a ding-dong season that went the whole way to the final Grand Prix, the last race of the season, and despite the fact that Lancelot Stroll almost killed Max Verstappen at Silverstone, we reach Abu Dhabi 2025 with Max Verstappen miraculously still in the lead of the championship. And this once again was in a season where Max was once again driving the worst car on the grid. He was equal on points with Charles Leclerc, both with 300 points. And young Lancelot was in third position, just 3 points back on 297 points. But after lap 56 and 58, with just lap 56, 57 and 58 to go, Supermax was once again demonstrating that he was the greatest ever driver we've ever seen, on course for a record equalling 5th consecutive Drivers' World title. Second in the race was Lance Stroll, but cut adrift 20 seconds back. With just 3 laps to go, there is no chance of Stroll making it. And although he was equal first in the championship, Leclerc could only be third at Abu Dhabi, some 45 seconds back. So this made the championship look like this, with 25 points going to Verstappen, 18 to Stroll, 15 to Leclerc, would mean 325 for Verstappen, 315 and 315. So Leclerc would win that second position based on the number of victories. So Aston Martin decided to roll the dice. They decided to play some clever cards, and because they had the margin to do so, they decided to pit Lancelot for some fresh softs so that he could try and get that extra point for the fastest lap and claim outright second position in the championship for 2025. That would give him that extra point, the 316 points. So, having changed onto the fresh compound tyres, in steps the Austrian race director Michael Mastiff. And Michael Mastiff had been tasked to ensure that he gave the world a grandstand finish. But Michael Mastiff knew that he could use his joker, the 15.3. And now everybody in Formula 1 knows about the Joker 15.3. That rule of Formula 1, which means there are no rules. The race director can do what he wants, because the race director has the overriding authority to do what he wants with the safety car, because that's what it says in 15.3. The race director shall have overriding use of the safety car, and the bits about sporting code and regulations do not apply. So Mastiff deployed the safety car. He ensured that that gap between Stroll and Verstappen was condensed down to 0. And then just before that final lap 58, he pulled in that safety car. And off we had that last lap shootout. And of course, as we know, on them fresh, soft tyres, Stroll won comfortably. Lancelot Stroll, you are the world champion. The world champion. Stroll won the 2025 championship with 323 points. Verstappen, an unlucky second, on 318, and Leclerc, third, on 315. But everybody universally acknowledged that Lancelot Stroll fully deserved the 2025 championship. It was the best world championship the world has ever seen. People were asking, was it a mistake? But the FIA told us that they will make sure that they are against race manipulation, so it definitely was not. It was all within the rules. 15.3. The race director has the overriding authority to do what he wishes with the safety car. The Orange Army were not very happy, but the Green Army were ecstatic. The Green Army said to the Orange Army, "Ha ha!" The Green Army said to the Orange Army, "Move on!" The Green Army called the Orange Army fanboys. The Green Army called the Orange Army conspiracy theorists. The Green Army called the Orange Army flat earthers. The Green Army told the Orange Army to wear tinfoil hats. The Green Army called the Orange Army salty. The Green Army said Super Lance was the greatest ever driver. The Green Army said Super Lance deserved it. The Green Army told the Orange Army to stop crying. The Green Army told the Orange Army to move on because that was 4 years ago and the Green Army can't count. The Orange Army suffered racial abuse. Oh, that bit didn't happen. 15.3. How to race without manipulation. The Orange Army moved on and lived happily ever after. And the sports expert Martin Brundle said this.
Yes! Yes! Oh my God! Yes! Woo! Yes! Oh my God! You couldn't make it up, could you? There's going to be so much.
The race director, Michael Mastiff, was once again muzzled, so he couldn't say anything to the world. And the FIA tell us all once again to trust them because they make sure there is no manipulation going on in races. Shout out to Wonderful. I nicked your slide for the very first slide, Wonderful. Get yourself over there, like and subscribe. Likewise, FF1. Shout out to FF1. Go and check his channel out. And check out this guy, Boy 10Dio, if you can handle intelligent content. Like and subscribe both of them YouTubers. If you're on Twitter, follow this guy, F1WDC 2021. We're going to expose every detail of the Abu Dhabi fix and bring this sport to its knees. And if you've not already seen it, make sure you watch the frame by frame of who was truly at fault for Silverstone after being lied to by everybody in the sport. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel, and please share the content to open people's eyes to what truly is going on in the sport of Formula One. Michael Mastif, Race Director Extraordinaire.